Honor killings in Turkey. An honor killing is a generic term used to refer to the premeditated murder of pro-adolescent, adolescent, or adult woman by one or more male, often undertaken, when a family council decides on the time and form of execution due to an allegation, suspicion, or proof of sexual impropriety by the victims. The family council typically includes the father and brother of the victim, and may also include uncles, grandfathers, and male-in-laws. The concept of honor is very important for an individual's integration into a group. A person's failure in this area causes her to feel ashamed and low status. Honor permeates the common values and norms which determine relationships in a society. According to an ancient Turkish proverb, extramarital sexual intercourse is like mud on a woman's face and like henna on a man's hand. The traditional punishment for women who have the mud on their faces referred to in this proverb. One, this is not accepted to be marginal in the social perception is generally death. Today, the high number of murders committed due to this point of view in Turkey and the steps for preventing them are being discussed. Turkey is a country located on a broad geographical area which is inhabited by many ethnic groups. Accordingly, in the research studies conducted for determining the source of the problem, research tried to determine whether the killings are committed in only certain regions or among certain ethnic groups. Murderers who commit honor killings in Turkey generally emphasize the traditions of their tribes and do not use a religion's discourse. The incidents in which men are killed are more usual and according to Islam. The man that takes part in fornication should be stoned to death along with the woman. However, this rule was not practiced in either today's Turkey or even in the Ottoman Empire, which was ruled by sultans who claimed to be caliphs of all Muslims. This fact supports the idea that religion is not the main reason for honor killings. One of the important reasons for the high number of honor killings in Turkey is that punishments are not enough of a deterrent. Different expert groups who are interested in the subject agree that laws and legal applications protect the killers and abettors. According to the former Turkish Penal Code, the punishment of a person could be reduced due to provocation if the murders someone for his honor because of the social pressure created by the concept of honor. Thus, his punishment could be smaller than the punishment of a person who committed a murder in another way. Today, there is no punishment reduction due to provocation according to the new Turkish Penal Code, which was put into force for conformity with the European Union. Even though there are some aspects which seem to be positive, as the legislation increases to the punishment of murders by considering killings committed for maintaining the tribal system as qualified murder, honor killings, which aim to maintain the rule of man over woman, were not put into this scope. However, women are controlled by the patriarchal system in both cases. Moreover, honor killings and injuries are the most important and most common human rights violations in Turkey. The former law allowed the legitimization of this dangerous and traditional practice by providing a big punishment reduction for the murderers. The new Turkish Penal Code has shortcomings in terms of protecting women, as honor killings are not within its scope despite the efforts of women's institutes. Even though Article 29 of the new Turkish Penal Code regulating unjust provocation cannot be used for honor killings, it's not sufficient. This precaution will not be effective for preventing these wild and traditionalized killings and increase which are premeditated. Murders are almost never allowed. There is solidarity between different murders at a cultural level. We can mention about the presence of a common mentality which guides the criminals when they face the state which has the obligation of punishment them. It's possible to say that this mentality serves as a guide which enables the murderers to benefit from the punishment reduction in almost every case. The statements of male criminals also show that they are protected and defined during the judgment process. Cesur-Kılıçaslan conducted interviews about honor killings. In one of these interviews, the person who was interviewed talked about an honor killing in the region where he or she lives. He or she stated that the murders of his or her sister received a very heavy punishment just because the judge of the case was a woman. Similarly, one of the prisoners interviewed in the research conducted by Bağlı and Özensel stated that his punishment was not reduced as a court board was composed of women and the president of the court was also a woman. These two examples show that both defendants and the society agree that the gender of authorities involved in the judgment process affect the result of cases. The distribution of judges and prosecutors who work in judicial bodies according to their gender as follows: 65.5% of the judges are male and 34.5% are female. 92.8% of the prosecutors are male and 7.2% are female. As a result of the relatively low number of women working in the jurisdiction and the reflection of patriarchal approach on decision, punishments cannot serve as adequate deterrents. Not only the supposed, but the entire tribe has the nation of women as property in the extremely patriarchal society where honor killings are still so common. Moreover, everybody, including prosecutors and even legislators, are tolerant towards the murders committed for honor. This finding is confirmed also with research and interviews conducted in Turkey. As mentioned above, one of the most important reasons for the tolerance may be the male employees who are higher in number than women and who work in the related institution with a sexist approach. It's more possible to apply the law more fairly if there is an increase in the number of women officials. However, no time should be wasted for eliminating such a common problem. All the sensitive part of the society should monitor legislative and executive organs via public pressure and NGOs to ensure that they perform their work free from a patriarchal influence. Pervizat stated that the concept of honor should be redefined in the society in order to prevent honor killings. This is only possible with a society which is consciously transformed, and this will undoubtedly contribute to the solution of the problem. The rate of receiving formal education is constantly increasing in Turkey. For this reason, giving education about the redefinition of the concept of honor during school education can accelerate this transformation. There is an important perversion in the popular discourse of persons who are opposed to honor killing and in the media in Turkey. The victim's innocence or the fact that her crime was not proven is especially emphasized according to the dominant honor criterion in the environment where the victim lived. However, this emphasized legitimate the murder of women who absolutely exceeded the limits of their honor as defined by this patriarchal structure. However, what is necessary is to emphasize that the murder of a woman committed by people who do not approve her life can in no way be legitimized. The approach which do not cover this fact justify the general opinion which rests on the basis of the problem, while disapproving the cases separately. Finding the solution will be possible by showing an attitude far from the fear of being opposed to the dominant approach of the society.